Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. Now, like I said, it's time for us to open the phone for you and I to interact on domestic help. What is wrong with the practice today? In Nigeria, the practice of engaging domestic help has taken a troubling turn. While house help staff used to be treated as extension of the family, many are now subjected to poor working conditions, lack of respect, and in some cases, outright abuse. From underage girls being traded as house girls to full-time help being denied fair wages, rest, or education, the system has become a reflection of deeper social and economic inequalities. This conversation is, something that I know is timely because a lot of people have been talking about, what house helps have been doing to them in their houses, either stealing, the young ones are being abused, a lot of things. Some are even coming out to accuse, the house helps of trying to snatch their husbands and what have you. A lot of, stories around that. So definitely that's the reason why we are opening the phone lines for us to talk about this. But then, what can we do? And why is it even persistent? And how can we redefine the role of domestic help in a way that promotes dignity, respect, and human rights for all? You have to treat everyone equally. It doesn't matter whether you are on top and who is on the bottom. We are all equal. But let's take a look at this video of a house help that was caught with some charms. And, I was wondering, why go to a house where you are employed to work with charms? What do you really want to do with those charms? So take a look at this video.
Open that one, let me see. So it has all had the locks. I got one now. Look, I've been tsafi ta zo da shi. Can you imagine? With locks.
Wannan abun layoyi ne a jikin wannan.
Oh, layoyi ne?
Wannan abun ba.
Can you imagine?
Wannan wayan da kake gani haka layoyi ne. Layoyi ne.
A cikin abu?
Ga su nan ga alaman su nan. Layoyi ne duka. Dukkan su layoyi ne.
She's a very poisonous, evil girl. Zuciyar mutane ne wa'annan locks, wani irin locks ne an sa key da padlock. Subhan.
Well, just know that we didn't show this to, put anyone out there, but just for you to have a look and understand what we are talking about. It's either you see videos of house helps being caught stealing from the house that they are employed and they are being paid, or it's either you see them, doing one thing or the other. And these same people actually need help. And, it's in some sort of way, underage house helps is something that should be looked into. It's not something that you should be taken lightly. You see, when you go to people's houses, to some houses, you see a 10-year-old, 13-year-old working in a house instead of being in school. And nowadays, most of the house helps, a lot of them are even divorcees, So you'll be wondering why they'll go to a house where they want to get employed, they want to work for, to get paid, and they still steal and go with some, fetish stuffs. Definitely, people would not want to take them. Some of them tend to be wicked, while some actually are kind. Well, join us in this conversation with the number showing on your screen. In case you're not able to join, call us on any of the numbers. Make sure you drop a WhatsApp message on the first number that is showing on your screen. So tell me, have you ever employed a house help, that you felt you made a mistake, you regretted it later? Or have you had the other, side of a house help that, is kind and so it became like a family? I've seen where a lot of family members would bring close house helps when they hear their stories and what they have been going through. So tell me your situation and how are you handling, such situations right now. So make sure you join this conversation on the call, any of the numbers, or send us WhatsApp messages. Well, children are being used as housemaids instead of being in school. Like I said, many helpers face, harassment, physical abuse, and in the homes where they are even working. I've seen some house helps being poured hot water and what have you. Let's pick this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Do we still have the caller? All right, make sure to call us back. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Your name and location, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for calling. Your name and location.
I'm calling from Gombe.
Your name, please.
I'm calling from Gombe. This is JJ.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead. What's your take?
It's terrible. Very terrible. The experience is fast growing, and I want to encourage, especially the family people, to be very careful. I don't know why our women are weak these days. They are too very lazy. Women are lazy. And that is the cause. I don't, to the extent that sometimes you see women even giving children their inner wears to wash. The practices are very terrible. I encourage our women to sit up and do their work well. Our children are always subjected to a lot of abuse. God bless you.
Thank you so much. He said he doesn't know why our women are weak. I mean, gone are the days where when you sit down to juice with our parents, they will tell you, I walked how many kilometers to school. They go to farms. They try to see what they can do in front of the houses. You know, for some, they even fry akara. For some, they do, masa. They do so many things just to make sure that they have something. They don't have to go and beg. Neither do they have to work for someone to be maltreated or to be looked down on and what have you. But nowadays, everyone is just looking for where to just, go and stay, probably just use the excuse of being a house help and just be doing other things. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Fatima Ahmed.
That's a clear Shatima.
Arkama.
Yarwa. Clear, yeah?
Yarwa, alhamdulillah.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. This is Shatima Yakudima calling from Maiduguri. Fatima, honestly speaking, this is a slavery of the modern generation. In 21st century, we have to know that we are enslaving our children, and which is wrong, absolutely wrong. I want to call the attention of all parents. Poverty is not a mentality. This poverty, if you take it softly, you will pass it through. It's not necessary you have to take your child to somewhere to work. This child is a trust that God give you, the way that God give yourself to your parents and they bring you up. You have to face all the challenges. No matter what, do your best and bring your child up. You take your child to somebody to work. You see, this is wrong. A child needs your attention, needs your care. You have to do all what is reasonable and necessary to provide him with all what he needs in life, so that you bring him up properly, so that by the time you have been aging, he will help you. He will help you just in return. Well, by the time you take him somewhere, he had been molested. He had been received all sort of treatment. By the time he grow up, how do you think he will assist you? He will see you as a wicked as anything. Hatred will come in because you do not support him when he needs your support. How can he support you when you need his support? We have to do all what we can do to make sure that we have brought our children up in a proper manner. Some family where the house helps, they're doing their work, they have engaged them. You will surprise. You will surprise Fatima. A meal, it will be difficult for them to give them. Only they survive with leftover. With leftover. After their children have used the food and what's left, that's what they are giving to them, which is absolutely wrong. And sometimes even the cloth, you will see that the kind of clothes that this household they are just using, it is very surprising. It is not much even with the life of that house. So we should do what is reasonable and necessary. We should know that if somebody out of poverty come and work under you, you do not need to give him bad treatment. Honestly speaking, it's wrong. We should be our brother keepers. We should be assistants at all times. If somebody is healthy, is work under you, you have to treat him with all dignity, with all respect, so that you don't know where your child will end up. That's my take. Thank you so much and happy and nice day.
Thank you so much, Shatima, for your take and your contribution this morning. I mean, he just said, some of them actually, a lot of them, I don't know, like he said, some houses treat households very nicely, but for some, they are always constantly being abused. For some, they even snatch their phones just to control the house workers. For some, they don't even allow them to eat until the members of the family finish eating before they give them whatever remnants for them to eat. And then also, some they even refuse to let the house helps go for, a little bit of outing for them to see family members, one friend or the other that they have in where they are working. So a lot of things go wrong. And, sometimes it's how you treat these people that determines what they do to you at the end. I mean, we've seen stories of house helps killing their, their keepers and what have you, which is not what we're talking about. We are just talking about how you treat your people. For some that they even treat the house helps well, they ended up killing them or, stealing from them and what have you. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Do we still have the caller? All right. So please make sure you send us WhatsApp messages in case you're not able to join this conversation. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello. Okay, please, like I said, if you're not able to join us, make sure you drop us WhatsApp messages, which I'll definitely read and, share your views on what you want to say about this conversation this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I am fine, thank you. Please cut down the volume of your TV because I can hear my voice a bit. Your name and location, please. Can you cut down the volume or you call us back? Because there's no way you're hearing yourself and you want to have a conversation with me. Do well to call us back so that we can hear from you and your take or your contribution this morning. I can see that some WhatsApp messages have started dropping, which we'll definitely take. But call us and share your experience with house helps, because I know a lot of times we're able to get house helps that, treat us good as we treat them good. And some, they actually just have evil minds. And some just naturally are pure-hearted and they just want to share love, regardless of the fact that they're working for you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Fati.
Good morning, Abaseko. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. Yes, it's been actually.
I also want to extend my regards to Shatima.
Oh, yeah.
Alanguru Alhaji Shatima.
He can hear you, I'm sure.
Okay, yeah, sincerely speaking, I want to really pass an encomium on a Trust TV. This morning, I'm so happy seeing you on board, and I really appreciate Trust TV. Why I'm appreciating Trust TV is that they are bringing news from the grassroots, fresh perspectives, educating, informative, entertaining, and breaking barriers, and giving voices to the voiceless. 3 Gota to Trust TV.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
coming to the discussion on ground, domestic violence. What is the genesis, or what are the genesis? The problems are from the parents. You find parents promoting, how do they call this business? Warmonger. What is warmonger? That is sending your daughter for prostitution abroad. And then you will sell your property, sell your farmland, do all sorts of things. Devaluing the esteem of this country and your children because of materialistic, because of property. Why must we indulge in all this? You also see parents sending their daughters to become house helps. They are molested, they are assaulted, they are dehumanized. In fact, I witnessed one in a talking where a lady was, she was, you know, misused by the man in the house. You see, and I also witnessed another one where the woman also was beating the girl because she did not give the children food at the right time. And I also witnessed a lady trying to kidnap the children. She was arranging with kidnappers to kidnap the children in the house. A lot of things are happening. So the problem now is that our wives, can't they do the job? Can't they do the cooking? Can't they do the washing? In those olden days, our wives were doing it. Presently, as I am here, no house help. I do the house chores. Myself and my wife will do it. Because all our children are grown up and they are living on their own. So, unless our wives begin to think positively, they must cut costs. They must behave like married women. There are a lot of women now, they don't even know how to cook. They don't know how to cook. And this is very shameful for a woman. They want employ books to come and be cooking. It's too bad. It's too bad. I also want to add here that the integrity of my heart and the innocency of my heart, any man that does not listen to law, that forbids the people, is what? Is a shackle of itself. So we must try and do the things that will promote the image of this country. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Basekon, for your contribution. I mean, he just said it, you know, a while back he mentioned the same thing he's saying now, that he does the chores himself, he sweeps, he goes to, you know, do things that the normal day women do in the house. He helps his wife do this and that. So a lot of families, some families, the older ones, you know, our mothers, our grandmothers, they do their house chores themselves. I still have an aunt that doesn't allow house helps to cook for her husband. She cooks it. She has a kitchen where she cooks for her husband, and while the house help cooks for the members of the family. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and location, please.
I'm calling from Nasarawa State. My name is Comrade Timber.
All right, thank you so much for calling us from Nasarawa. Thank you. Go ahead. What's your take?
Yes, I just want to use this video to advise the parents. When the child grows on his shoulder, you get to know the problem of his child, and the child will also know the problem, the challenge. What is like from the child, and what the child like from you, and what is dislike, or what is dislike, or you dislike. You know, most often, you may have of this Almagiri or whatever, sometime before, you will get your child somewhere, and that time you don't know detail about the parental responsibility. You will eat in the hotel, you will eat in a restaurant, you When you have not finished eating, you discover that you are, in fact, it is uncomfortable. And that's what I'm asking. The government also supposed to know these challenges, apart from the parents at home. You know, actually, we know the problem of the society is supposed to define the problem in order to find solutions to such problem. What am I talking? Even primary school now, as I'm talking, in most of our rural areas today, or even in the city level, most of the children cannot even go to school. And they are afraid, and tomorrow we say early, they are the one taking part in such abnormality. So, impartially, the government has the duty to control most of these situations. They produce a law that is going to regulate the society by faith. Whoever refuse to go to school, then they should take it to wherever you go to start teaching, even go to prison. Because it is uncomfortable. What are we saying? When you give a sense of belonging to yourself, to do something that is going to be done, you monitor you, and you try to stay very close to you. In fact, the abnormality that is happening in our society will reduce. I want to use this media to assist the Nigerian government. They should bring the system of taxation which they have done before. Which in Hausa language they call it Gandu or Araiki. Because our youth are no longer post-level in terms of contributing to the society. It is ongoing. So thank you, that's myself. I remain a humble self from the new consumer. Thank you for not.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much. Well, you know, he has also spoken. I mean, a lot of times people should understand that when there are children that cannot go to school, the next thing is either you see them hawking on the street or they are being actually sent to people's homes to, you know, become house helps, and they end up being maltreated. They end up being abused, and some even die in the process. Well, like I said earlier, it's not all house helps that are bad, also the keepers, but some have, you know, some bad intentions. So you can't take that away from people, but something needs to be done. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Well, you can do well to call us back or send us WhatsApp message. Like I said, I'm seeing some WhatsApp messages coming in, which we will definitely take a look at. And, you know, like a lot of the callers have been saying, not all employers are bad, you know, but the bad ones give the system a bad name, which we already know. And there are also some helpers, some of the house helps also have their own flaws, which, like I said, you can't take it away from them. The system needs structure at this point, and also government and NGOs need to step in, like, you know, NAPTIP, for example, that they always tend to, you know, fish out people that abuse children. You know, it could be any kind, either house helps that are maltreated or children that are being raped and what have you. So any kind of, you know, abuse on children. So we need all these people to, you know, put hands on deck to make sure that the safety, should I say safe system that, you know, house helps can actually have to some extent and not being maltreated like animals at the end of the day. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and location, please.
My name is Desmond.
Desmond, from where? Desmond, where are you calling us from?
Okay.
Can you hear me? Please don't wait for your TV before you respond to me. Just talk to me directly, or you do well to call me back. From Yobe State, is that what you said? Enugu State. Okay, go ahead. What's your contribution this morning?
Yes.
Please don't wait for your TV before you can respond to me. Do well to call me back if you want to have an interaction with me on what we are talking about. You know, just make sure you turn down the volume of your TV. I mean, this is something that we keep saying every time, and we feel at this point we don't need to keep reminding people to turn down the volume of your TV, because you can actually go back and watch this later and probably even record your part and share with people so they can know your contributions. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Ismail calling from Niger State.
Thank you so much, Ismail, calling from Niger. How are you? How is Niger?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Auntie Fatima, you are looking, in fact, you are looking.
Thank you so much. All right, go ahead. What's your contribution? Ismail? Oh, do well to call me back. I know that probably you want to say something, So, like I was saying, government and NGOs must step in to create a balanced, safe and fair system for...
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Is that Ismail?
Hello, yeah, it's Ismail.
All right. Thank you so much for calling back. Go ahead. What's your take? What's your contribution?
Let me start by saying good morning to to you in person and to the entire school and to the entire Nigerians.
Thank you so much.
This topic is a very interesting one. You see, the blame of this domestic help, to my personal perspective, is from our wives. From our wives, in the sense that most of our wives are very lazy. Very lazy. Some wives, because in the first place, it will never be the idea of a man that an out help should be in their house. Mostly it's the idea of the wives. Why? Because they are lazy. On several occasions, there are some domestic help that, in fact, they are more or less a family member. They are very caring. They are updoing. But some of them are evil. And it depends on every individual choice. Whoever you are bringing in, try to know the background of whoever you are employing as a domestic help. Where is she coming from? What is the family background? What is our behaviors? These are necessary things that need to be known by every employee of domestic help. So, as I said earlier, our wives, just like my uncle Abasiko said, some of our wives does not even know how to cook. Yeah. They don't even know how to cook. And usually, the person you employ as a domestic help cook a delicious food for your husband. And at the end of the day, you'll be accusing her of trying to snatch your husband. And I always tell our wives, men are very easy to pamper. The only three things that men need is just respect, good food, and other one, which all mature person knows. But you find some of our wives, they even find it difficult to discharge their basic responsibility at home. And that, at times, when you the wife, you are the one that wants to employ the domestic help, and at the end of the day, she's more officiated than you do in your house. So what do you expect? And the way we treat them at times, it won't lead to them violating their role of engagement. Some of them have been violated. Some of them, the wife have been asked to them. So of this kind of attitude, what do you expect of the domestic help? Before you know, a bad orientation will be given to her, and before you know, she will do what you have never expected she can do. So my advice is for everyone who is going to employ a domestic help to try and know the background of that person, and whoever you employed should be well treated as human, not that person should be dishuman. So God bless Nigerian. God bless Trust TV. Have a nice day. Thank
you so much, Ismail, for your contribution. Well, when we are ready to take some of the WhatsApp messages, we will take it before, we wrap up this segment. Like, I want to also, reiterate the fact that if we can't respect the people in our homes, regardless of where they're coming from, how then can we build, a humane society? We keep talking about treating each other right. We keep talking about, doing what you want to be done to you to other people. This is part of what Hadith also said: do to others what you want to be done to you. So at this point, it's worrisome. Like we keep saying, a lot of you calling, are saying how the women cannot. Sometimes you have to understand that, if the house is big, you definitely need help. You need someone to help you with some of the chores. You can't do it alone. And like, if I want to give an example with Apasekon, he just talked about how he helps his wife. And I'm sure a lot of you watching right now, a lot of men even cook for their wives, They'll tell them, just go and take a rest. Weekends, they tell them, just rest, go have fun, I'll do what I can do. And then for some, the house helps come and go. I can remember a family where a male chef also, not just women go to do house help jobs, They don't sleep, but they come to cook and they leave. And they were stealing. The families go out. If you're the kind of house help that even stays in the house with the family, you've become a family member. You know, they will take care of your medical bills. They will make sure you're safe. They will make sure you have whatever it is they can offer, regardless of the salary that they are going to pay. And you know, for some of the keepers, they don't even pay their house helps. You know, when they make mistake, they break something in the house, the next thing they'll take away their salaries, they'll take away the chance for them to even go out, see there. They lock them up, they abuse them, they beat them. And then before you say anything, the house helps end up coming to your house with the kind of charms that we are just seeing, because they feel maybe this is what they can do to protect themselves, you know. And to some, you'll be wondering, why would you even have to come with anything like charm at the end of the day? Well, we need to do better. Okay, we need to do better. We need laws, regulations, and more public conversations on this topic. When you sit around with people, make sure that you pass information to people. Well, let's take a look at this message, and this is coming. You forgot to mention your name, but he said, first and foremost, you should know the background of your house help. Let our women forget their certificate at home and do the right thing. Well, yeah, we need to know the background, definitely. A lot of times when house helps come, the first question you should ask is, what happened to the last place you worked? What happened? Why did you leave the place? Some will tell you, oh, they fought with the woman, they beat the woman, or they slapped the woman of the house. Or the woman accused them of, you know, trying to snatch their husbands because they are very beautiful. I've seen a situation where a house help said her last madam actually told her to leave because she's more beautiful than she is. And so the husband doesn't, you know, maybe look at her, or she doesn't snatch the husband. And to some, they don't actually care. They wouldn't mind having, whether you're beautiful or ugly, it doesn't matter. If they trust their husband, they will actually bring you in. And then let's take a look at this message from Nansad, from Jos. And then he said, good morning, Trust TV. There are people that hire house helps with genuine reasons to assist them with house helps in bracket, while some maltreat such house helps as animals. The maltreatment of the house help must often result in the subsequent maltreatment of their children. Yes, because when you maltreat a house help, they'll end up taking it out on your children. There is need to treat the house help as human beings with equal right as any human being. Happy weekend. Thank you so much. Happy weekend to you too. Well, you know, at this point, the whole calls and, you know, the chats, you guys have said it all. You know, like I said, this is a conversation that we need to keep having. We need to check the backgrounds of people, not just house helps, you know, even people that you tend to do business with. Because nowadays, you can't even trust family members. I mean, I just saw a video of two sisters kidnapping their brother and collecting ransom. This is they are blood brothers, so you can't even trust the people that you should be trusting at this point. So not just house helps that come from anywhere that you don't even know where they're coming from, you don't know their background, you don't know what their life has been, you don't know if they have mental health issues or not. So you need to check their background very well before even allowing them to stay in your house, especially for mothers that have children. Make sure that, you know, you treat your house helps right so that they can also treat your children right. Because sometimes you go out for work, you leave your children at home, you can't tell what they can do to them. We've seen where people, you know, families will put CCTVs just to capture the maltreatment that house helps tend to carry out on their children. And I'm sure a lot of you remember so many videos back then, and up until now we still see issues like that unfolding. You know, you just see women beating the house help as if they don't have children. You know, so please, I know that, you know, we can do better. We have to start respecting people regardless of where they are coming from, you know, and then also check their backgrounds before you let any stranger come into your house. Probably look for someone that knows, you know, this house helps, where they stay, their family backgrounds. Let them give you the information ahead of time. Well, I'm sure this is the much that we can take at this point. It's time for us now to bring in our next guest, which I told you is a nutritionist, to take us through how we can balance our diet with the economic hardship that we're facing and everything. So let's go after this break.